Lamar.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man.
What's going on?
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
It's great.
Cool. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Flags.
Stats.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
stats. All right. Okay, we've got our picks here. Hey, before we get going, I just want to get this out of the way. You know I'm not Mexican, right?
You good? I got you.
Okay, because
You're right.
Because you bring it up a lot like I am. I just want to make sure you know.
That's all I love, baby. You know.
Okay. Because it kind of throws me off. If you could just kind of.
Oh, it throws you off when I call you Mexican? I'm sorry.
A little bit.
I'm sorry about that.
Because I'm not, and I don't know if I should be offended, and it's a weird thing for me. So.
Okay. For this show, I'm not gonna call you Mexican.
All right. I appreciate
All right.
that. Cool. Welcome, college football pants, to weekend 9 of College Pick'em. I'm Aaron Savoy, and to my left, your right, is Lamar Williams. Lamar, say hey. Lamar.
Que pasa? What's going on, bud?
Okay.
¿Cómo está?
Okay. I'm good. How are you?
Y tú muy bien?
I'm gonna move along. I've got some notes from last week. I don't know if you remember this from last week. Andy picked Kansas State. We didn't. She got it right. What does that say about us?
She did say Kansas State had their kryptonite.
She did say that.
And she said kryptonite because I called Geno Superman.
That's why she said that. It's all coming together now. Awesome. Anyways,
she's something else.
And another interesting thing happened here, and I'm circling it. I am now on the season 23-12. You are 22-13. Someone has taken the lead.
First of all, that's only by luck because I let you have the lead because I picked South Carolina over LSU last week.
Which was dumb.
It was dumb, but I was trying to give LSU a little push because they know I'm one of their biggest fans, of course. So I tried to give them a little push, which gave you an easy win.
I'm just going to hand this politely to you because that's absolute bullshit. And you know it. You know it.
Yep.
You've been and that's from off screen.
They throwing bullshit off screen?
Yeah. Because you have been one of LSU's harshest critics for absolutely no reason. And you know it. You know what? Give me that back. Just one more. Here. Well, don't make it look awesome that you caught it because that was kind of cool. You know, this is...
I'm Black Ice. I am cool.
That's fair. Okay. Regardless, he claims to have... heard it.
So I gave you a win. I gave you a win.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay.
The camera people stay behind the camera. Got it?
Can I have that? Can I see it?
No.
Can I see it, please?
I'm an LSU fan, man.
Are you really?
I am. I love LSU.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let it be known that Lamar said he's
one of my favorite quarterbacks is Marcus Randall. That's true.
Looks like someone's not going to need a vasectomy anymore.
That is good. I'd rather shoot blanks.
Okay, I say we get to this week's picks. Does that make sense?
Week 9 picks.
I guess that's the next thing to do here. First game we're going to be picking, we have got the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Lamar, people at home want to know who you're picking.
Well, people at home, Notre Dame defense will not let the Oklahoma Sooner wagon trailblaze through the Irish. So I'm picking Notre Dame.
Okay, so that's interesting. What you're saying here is that Landry Jones is going to die of diphtheria or scarlet fever on the Oregon Trail.
I said the Monte-Teo disease.
I don't know what that means, but I can't disagree with it. I'm also picking Notre Dame here. The Big 12 don't play defense at all. There's not a defensive coordinator in the entire conference. It's incredible. Next game, we've got surprise of the year for me at least. Kansas State taking on Texas Tech. Tell them what you think.
Tommy Tuberville and the Texas Tech Red Raiders is going to stump a hole in the Wildcats' Batootie. What you looking for?
You know what? I am challenging you. But before I do, last week we had guests on the show. We didn't have time to get real interpersonal with our challenges. So I'd like to make this one interesting. A profession bet. Tell you what. If you win as a waiter, I will wear my waiter uniform and serve you dinner in my uniform.
A waiter?
Yeah, I'm a waiter.
Isn't that an upgrade from your dishwashing job?
I'll serve you a meal.
You should be washing my dishes.
As a waiter,
You were just a
I will wait on
janitor.
you hand and foot. And in return, for a whole day, you drive me anywhere I need to go.
I think you're overestimating your waiter. I think you're a dishwasher.
We play it out.
Hey everybody, it's Andy Cole again, and I brought cupcakes for everybody. And it looks like the boys brought intersections for everyone too, yet again. You would think that Aaron would know better. It puts him in a 7-0 hole. Ah, male bonding. And then it's back to Aaron with his quarterback Calvin Klein, who runs and tackle football. But Aaron again tries to go to the outside. This time, there's no one to chase him down. Touchdown, Red Raiders! What is a Red Raider? Is that like a guy who has a fetish for when a girl... I don't like this joke. No, sir. Anyways, lucky for Aaron, that was only the first quarter. He has a whole period to march down the field and give the ball back to Lamar. Luckily, this time he can't quite run fast enough. All the same, the ball goes to Texas T. Oh my God! That's a Red Raider? Yosemite Sam? I wasn't aware Looney Tunes sponsored semi-professional football. I always figured they were too busy playing intergalactic basketball games with a planet on the line. Back to the game, where, amazingly, there was still time for Lamar to get in on the action, throwing the ball back to the Wildcat. There's a Wildcat! Why does he have white boy human arms? Is he a science experiment? In any event, Aaron has the ball back and starts to poke his head in the holes of the Texas Tech defense. He explores the middle with his running back, looking for the end zone desperately, then explodes on a corner route. Not quite there, but almost. Not that a freak show human-armed Wildcat would know anything about that. Aaron finishes things off with a somersault that even my mom would call extravagant. And my mom signed me up for pageants. Halftime score, Lamar 14, Aaron half of that. Lamar and the little doggy start things off by running and chucking and completing a miracle on third chance, but much like a feather, he's teasing me. There's another pick. He even clearly fell asleep during this return. The only person close to the Kansas State player is a giant who eclipses the tiny dude in purple. He can't run fast. Stupid Lamar. Yeah, that's right. You pray to your imaginary monster god and thank him for the gifts Lamar has bestowed upon you. I mean, continuing to let Calvin Klein run? Probably because you want to look at his butt. Now where are you? That's right, behind him. What's this asshole's name again? Willie? It would be Willie, wouldn't it? I wish there were more Yosemite Sam, but he probably shot himself in the face with that 6-shooter by now. Not that I blame him, as Aaron picks up first chance. After first chance. After first chance. Oh boy! Old Sam hasn't killed himself yet. But I'm sure he'd rather be chasing a roadrunner right now than reenacting A Streetcar Named Desire. God, I love that movie. Especially the Marge Simpson version. After a field goal, Lamar is still only a touchdown away, but he hasn't scored on offense yet this game. As is his way, Lamar makes it interesting, forcing Aaron's brown face to go white. White like a Caucasian. But it all comes crashing down with an intersection on a corner route. With no timeouts remaining, Lamar has to watch as Aaron kneels down on top of a comeback on the 14 down.
By the way, you have to call me Miss Daisy.
How about I call you Miss Juan?
Well, that's a man's name, and that doesn't make sense, and that's dumb. And by the way, Andy's here? No? No, so you're saying that we film this on Sundays, and she records that on Thursdays, and this airs on Fridays, so that she's not here, right? Okay, that's what you're... Is she close? No? Okay. And let's go on to our next pick. It's going to be another SEC matchup. This one's an SEC West matchup between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Lamar, wax.
I'm about to go out on a limb here and say Mississippi State hasn't the slightest chance of ever beating the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's only one team that can beat Alabama.
The Chicago Bears. So, you're going on a limb with that pick.
Yes, a limb.
That must be a pretty big limb, right? Yes! One for me! I'm taking Bama too. Mailbag! Thank you, sir. All right, this first question. Hey guys, long-time viewer, first-time tweeter. Will Notre Dame be able to carry this performance into an actual BCS win? I'll hang up and take my answer off the air. It's Tony Anthony. Okay. What do you hang up the... What do you think?
I really believe Notre Dame is a BCS team. They will fall slight of the championship game, but I think they'll get a BCS win against a non-SEC opponent, but they'll get a BCS win.
I see Fiesta Bowl. Something like that. One of those nobody gives real shit about.
Well, at least they get paid.
Yeah. That's all they care about. Okay, all right, next question. What are the chances of Lamar dressing up as a disco gator next week? This is from Andy. That's still definitely not Andy Cole. It's a good question, though.
About as
What are
much chance.
what are the chances of Lamar dressing up as a disco gator next week? I'll tell you, it's pending on if we can get a disco gator costume. It's pending on if we can get a disco gator. It's pending on if we can get a disco gator costume, Andy.
No,
it really is.
I would not wear that.
No, that's what it's pending on.
I wear a disco tiger.
I promise you that.
I wear a disco tiger.
Just words. All right. And last question of the week. Let's see. So, what exactly are you drinking every week, Aaron, and how much? Well, this is handwritten from my mother, who doesn't have a Twitter account. apple juice, and enough.
That's a lie.
That's true.
Look, Miss Jorge. That's a lie.
That's a first name.
Jorge Ramirez. It's a lie.
That's a man's name.
Are you gonna call bullshit because we can't tell your mama a man or a woman sometime?
I'm calling bullshit because you're full of shit, man. Fuck you. Fuck this. I'm done with this shit. This is stupid.
Aaron,
Fuck
come
you.
back.
Hey, listen, go.
Come
hey,
back.
I tell you,
Come back.
how many times I tell you? How many times I tell you?
Come
This
back.
is not even cool.
Come on, come back.
It's not funny. It's not
It's
funny.
funny. Come on. I buy you a taco burrito.